Everyone, welcome to Eat.Live.Escape. It's springtime in Australia and it's a stunning day, so today we thought we would create a really simple asparagus and new potato tart. It's a really simple dish to make. It takes probably 10 to 12 minutes to prepare everything and then about another 15 minutes in the oven. So in terms of ingredients, we've got some new baby potatoes. What we've done with those is we've literally just parboiled them for about 7 to 8 minutes and then sliced them finely so that they're ready to go straight onto the tart. We've got our fresh green asparagus. Now we use baby asparagus just because it's really soft and tender at this time of the year, but the full size asparagus will work great as well. You'll just need to slice it either in half lengthways or in half horizontally and put that onto the tart. We've also got some mint straight from the ELE kitchen garden, and we've got some chives straight from the garden as well. Still got their chive flowers on. You need about 3 tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese, about 100 mils of cream, 1 egg, some Dijon mustard, and now you can use either a pre-prepared sheet of puff pastry or you can make your own, totally up to you, both work great. Okay, so probably the first thing to do, and it's really simple, is you just need to create a border around the edge of the puff pastry about 1 inch in, all the way around. So you just do that by using a small knife and just scouring. Square. Just like that. That'll just give a really nice edge to your tart, which is great. Now to make the base of the filling, you just need to take 1 egg and crack it into a bowl. You'll need to take the cream, it's about 100 mils as we mentioned before. About 2/3 of the Parmesan, so you need about 2 tablespoons of the Parmesan cheese. Just add that in, and then a really good crack of sea salt or kosher salt, whatever you prefer to use, and some cracked pepper. So all you need to do is take a fork and mix that through. Just make sure it's all really well mixed together. And this will just form the base of the tart. Okay, and then you just add in about a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. You can use like a seeded mustard or something else, but we actually quite like the French Dijon mustard for this recipe, so we're just using that. Now you just stir that all through, and then all you need to do is take a spoon and then just spoon it over the base of the puff pastry sheet. Now what you want to do is just make sure that you go just out to the edges of where you've scoured with the knife previously. It doesn't matter if you go slightly over. Another bit of a tip when you're doing this is quite often a lot of the Parmesan falls to the bottom of the mix, so just scrape through to the bottom to make sure that you get all of that lovely Parmesan cheese. Okay, that looks great. Then it's really simple from there. All you need to do is just layer on your potatoes, and we like to sort of put them maybe about 1.5 inches, 2 inches apart. Again, it's kind of rustic, there is no rules, so you can put it however you like. Some of the alternatives for this, so this was really delicious for this time of year because we're using a lot of the spring flavors with the mint, the asparagus, the thyme, etc. But it also, with the potatoes, it's really great with like rosemary and blue cheese, pancetta. So you can just use this, the base of the recipe, as a guide and really add whatever you want on top. Once the potatoes on, it's just time to add the asparagus. We're using the green baby asparagus. It doesn't need the ends cutting off because they are just so fresh and tender and new. But if you're using the larger one, you will need to just lop off the ends and either slice them lengthways or in half before you pop them on. So we just like to layer them. So you literally can just layer them on top. usually with all the spears going up the same way. Again, it's totally up to you. Okay, now once that they're all layered on, all we then do is just get the rest of that topping, probably just another tablespoon or so of it, and just drizzle that over the top. So you can just drizzle that over sort of where the potatoes are. Okay, so there's just 1 or 2 things left to do, and then that's ready to go in the oven. So we'd like to just take our chives, and just use a pair of scissors from the kitchen. You can cut them before, again, it's up to you, but we just like to take a pair of scissors, nice and simple, and just trim your chives. And scatter the chives all over the top of the tart. It'll just give it that extra kind of herby, oniony, delicious flavor, which is going to taste amazing. Then all you need to do is add some pepper and another little crack of salt, and then that is ready to go in the oven. You'll notice that we haven't used the mint yet. Now the reason for that is that we think mint probably isn't as great baked in the oven as it is just scattered on top, just to get that real freshness. So what we'll do is when we serve this up, we'll just add on some shredded mint and it'll be ready to go. What we'll do now is just transfer this straight on the baking paper onto an oven tray or an oven rack, pop it in the oven at about 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit. And bake for about 10 to 15 minutes. It really depends on your oven whether it's fan forced or not, but what you're looking for is just that the pastry at the sides has all puffed and gone golden, and that the asparagus is cooked through. Your potatoes are already cooked, so you're not sort of worrying about them being cooked, so just pop it into the oven and it's ready to eat. So obviously we're outside, so we'll go and pop that in the oven now and we'll bring it out and let you know how it goes. Okay, so a tart has just come out of the oven and it absolutely smells amazing. It's really simple now. All you need to do is take some of the fresh mint leaves and just pull some of the leaves off, scatter them over the top. Just adds that really lovely freshness we were talking about before, and because it's spring, just the flavors with the asparagus, and the new potatoes are beautiful. We've got a little bit of wind, so we might lose some. Okay. Now we have some of these gorgeous purple chive flowers straight from the garden, so they're completely edible and they just look so pretty. So we like to just add a couple of those on. Just makes the tart look super pretty. You can eat them or you can take them off when you serve up, it's fine. And just one more crack of pepper. And then you're ready to cut and serve. So we like to just cut it sort of straight down the middle. Again, you could cut this anyway. If you wanted to, it was more of an appetizer, you could cut it into maybe 6 pieces, or if it's more of a meal, we would sort of cut it into the 4 pieces and then serve it with a gorgeous fresh green salad and a glass of wine, if you fancy. So you just cut that in the middle. And then you just take a piece and serve it onto each plate. And that is it. It is so simple. It's really delicious. We think you're gonna love it. Would love to hear your feedback or comments below. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you absolutely love the recipe. If you'd like more recipes or ideas, just head over to our website, which is www.Eat.Live.Escape.com, or catch us on Instagram, which is at Eat.Live.Escape. We look forward to sharing more beautiful recipes for you and travel and lifestyle vlogs. Thanks so much for watching.